Hey, good morning, beautiful people. I am on my way to my job, okay? And I just wanted to get on here really quick and say that there is liberation in falling. You know, I'm in the portion of yoga where I'm working on inversions. I'm working on headstands, handstands, things like that. And it's crazy because I was always scared of my neck for obvious reasons. And, I was scared to fall. So much so that when I went to Mexico, when I went to my yoga retreat in Mexico, and I went with an open mind, said I was going to do everything, try everything, foods, experiences. But when they did that inversion workshop, I said, no, thank you. I would sit here, video, write notes, not doing it, okay? So, thought I escaped the whole inversion process because my mind was, for what? Why do I need to do a headstand? Doesn't matter. It's not going to change my life one way or the other. And so I did, my last workshop was called Trust. And so we had to trust somebody to hold us while we worked on our headstand. Now, of course, I'm here at a workshop for training. Everybody's paired up. I'm not going to sit on the sideline. So I expressed my feelings of fear. I expressed my feelings of fear of my neck, fear of falling, the pain on my head, blah, 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 blah. And so he showed me the proper technique, so I felt totally comfortable. He said, how do you feel? And I said, so far I feel okay. I feel pretty good. And so I realized that, one, I was holding my hands wrong, wasn't in the correct positioning. But fast forward to after the workshop, I have been, if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen my videos and pictures where I'm like on my hands. Now, am I off the wall? No, I'm not, because I'm working on right now just the endurance of my upper body to hold all of my body weight and the feeling of being upside down for a certain period of time. That's what I'm working on right now. But I'm also working on getting off the wall. Well, last night was my very first time doing a headstand on my own against the wall. Like, usually I have one foot planted, one foot up, because again, it's like I'm afraid I'm gonna fall, and if I had that one foot planted, I'm not gonna fall. So anyway, I tried it. I fell. Now, here's the thing. The instructor taught us how to fall. He said tuck and roll, because one thing's for sure, you're going to fall. When you're learning, you're gonna fall. And once I allowed myself to actually fall, and I didn't allow it, it just started happening. But I remembered I just did the tuck and roll. And this is significant because once I fell and I was like, man, that wasn't even a big deal the way I was making it. It freed me up to try and to continue to try the headstand and the handstands. And so in life, I think about what types of things do we not do because we're afraid to fall? What types of things do we allow to hold us back? I know people who've never learned how to ride a bike because they were afraid to fall. Or they fell one time and just said, oh, nope, that's it. Man, my mom will tell you I was a tomboy. I fell off a bike many a times, but then it was like the worst one I had was I hit the front brakes because somebody jumped in front of me. I flipped over the handles, fell face down on stairs, skidded my face, broke my wrist, everything. And I had to be out of school for a while. Like, I had to do home, I had to do work at school because my face was just so distorted for a period of time. But guess what? I still ride bikes today. Like, that's one of my things that I like to do in the summertime. A lot of people these days are afraid to fall in love because they're afraid they're going to get hurt. But guess what? What they always say, it's going to happen. If you like somebody, you get in love, if you're afraid to fall in love, it'll never happen. You will get hurt when you do fall in love, whether you're in a committed relationship or not. The person's going to hurt you. You're going to hurt somebody. It is what it is. Even as you become a seasoned handstand person, bike rider, all these different people will tell you that no matter how good you get, at some point you're probably going to fall again. That's just the name of the game. So why do we run from life? Why we run from new experiences, leaving ourselves to die with regret or to have envy of someone else who tried? and failed forward, because that's what it's about. You fall forward. You know, whenever you fail, you know, okay, well, in my handstands, I knew what I did wrong. I did it. I videoed. I showed it to my instructor. She said, "Oh, you don't have your arms wide enough, or your hands aren't clasped. You know, your head is not tucked into that position in your hands securely, or you know, your torso is bent this way too much, or you're not aligned this way." And once I did those adjustments, I'm like, "Oh, okay, I got it." Because every time I fall, I'm falling and I'm learning something different. Okay, my weight wasn't distributed here. That's what this felt like. So let me try it again, but this time maybe align this or adjust that. You know, every time. So when I did my headstand last night, even though it was still against the wall with both feet up, it was like, okay, I learned, like, okay, I need to be this way, stabilize this, maybe tighten my core a little bit more, you know. It's just those things that I thought about. The significance of the inversions is that it's so many things that we doubt ourselves, we're afraid of. We say, what if? Yes, I still had the pressure on my neck, you know, but as I continue to do that, even my pressure on my neck is getting lighter because I'm becoming stronger. My neck is becoming stronger every single time, you know. It just is what it is. I can't explain it. I don't think I can explain it any simpler than that. So anyway, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, because you get what I'm putting down. You picking up what I'm putting down. You get what I'm saying. On that note, have a great, wonderful, awesome, dare I say, amazing day. Peace.